What's happening, everybody? It's Olu with FloTrack here. I got Devynne Charlton. We're here for the Milrose Games at the press conference. Devynne, you are here as 2 years on from your world record, and you mentioned that last year you're coming off of an injury, but you're feeling a lot better this year.
Yeah.
So I know we just spoke off camera, but let us know what would be a successful Milrose for you this year.
Yeah, for me in training, leading into this, I've been working a lot on my technique, trying to clean that up and improve it. And so I think for where I am in the season, I think a successful race would just be executing what I've been doing in practice, making sure that I can translate that into a race day situation.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to come away with the win, want to run something fast, but that's not the main objective for right now.
Yeah, I understand that. So what is it technically that you've been working on in practice that you want to translate over?
So I have a tendency to get pretty wild with my arms, so I've been practicing on trying to keep that tight, and it's kind of weird because I've been almost adopting like a double lead arm like the men do. So it might not look as traditional as like a female hurdler would do, but it's something that I found has helped me just keep everything tight and square like I need it to be.
That's good. That's good. And you mentioned over when you're on the panel that, you know, one of your bigger goals is to translate what you're doing indoors to outdoor to start converting that to a medal. So that being said, how would indoor worlds play into that outdoor medal goal of yours?
I think getting started early indoor, it just sets up the rest of the season. So it's like you go into the season already race sharp, and so you don't have to worry about kind of racing yourself into shape. You can just take every meet for what it is and just get better. And so I think for me, I just like to race. I think racing gets me where I need to be, and indoor just helps me get a jump on that.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean the cool thing about indoor worlds, you get to see some high level competition.
Yeah.
And as we all know, the women's hurdles is like the highest competition in track and field.
Yeah.
Right?
And so I think it sets me up too, because everything this year is going to be based off of world ranking, and so it helps me establish that early on, so I'm not chasing ranking points well into the outdoor season.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Switching gears slightly, you mentioned that, you know, with your foundation, you have your first inaugural meet coming up back home in the Bahamas. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I'll be hosting the Devynne Charlton Invitational February 7th back in Nassau, Bahamas. I'm super excited about that because I'm only just over a year into establishing my foundation and already putting on my first track meet. Just providing some high-level competition for the kids in the Bahamas, but also we're bringing in international competition. So we've got teams from USA, Canada, Jamaica, other countries in the Caribbean. And so it's really an international thing. The main objective for the Caribbean kids are going to be getting peripheral games qualifying marks, and so it's just cool to be able to bring that level of competition home.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we're also going to have some elite athletes there in attendance. So myself, Megan Simmons, Masai Russell, Danielle Williams, and Thea Charlton are going to be there on site to meet and greet with the kids, answer questions, and like just talk, offer advice and guidance.
If there's one thing that you want people to know about what your mission is with your foundation, what would that be?
Definitely, I just want to open up more opportunities to people who might not have had it otherwise, because track is such a big deal in my life, has opened so many doors and given me so much. I just want to be able to give that back to others.
That's real. Hey, Devynne, really appreciate your time.